Oh, welcome, 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 you guys. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome, you guys, welcome. Goldin TCG and Anime Elite auction ending. Extended bidding starts in 5 minutes here. Extended bidding starts in 5 minutes. What do you mean late? What do you mean late? Extended bidding hasn't even started yet. Late, he says. I'm early. I'm literally here early. I could have given you another 5 minutes before the extension even starts. The number one item in the auction at this time, like if you didn't look, I know a lot of us only look at the video games and all that such. The Slab Bros. I appreciate you starting off with an absolute banger there. I appreciate you, dude. Perfectly on time here. Yes, the number one item in the auction is the third place, third tournament trophy Pikachu. Only PSA 10 that exists, sitting at 1.6 mil right now. 1.6 M's on the third place, third tournament PSA 10 Pikachu. Only one that exists. I know, I don't think any of us here are bidding on it. I get it. I'm not bidding on it. I doubt you're bidding on it, but it is always interesting to see what the top items are in any given auction. And, yeah, by an absolute, 1.6 mil here versus 350K on another Illustrator, funny enough. You know, with the rarest card ever, right? The grail of the hobby, the Illustrator. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. You can win yourself a PSA 5. The jump from PSA 5 up to PSA 10 on the Illustrator is what? Well, basically the entire $16 million. Basically the entire $16 million, right? So you can win yourself a PSA 5 for, 16 million less. It's all Pokemon card stuff at the top. It's video games show up on page 2, I think is the first one. It's pinned there. The pinned message will take you into the Goldin auction, of course. Be mindful, 20% buyer's premium. It will show you it when you're bidding. Be mindful of shipping, customs, anything you might have to take care of. Right? Any of that stuff. Just be mindful, watch your bidding, know what you're bidding, all that good stuff. The number one video game right now is still the Pokemon Crystal, sitting at 47,600. I've been outbid. Don't worry, it wasn't me bidding on this one. Don't worry. Don't worry. It wasn't actually me bidding on this one, but it's like a buying account, you know what I mean? I use this account to bid too because it helps me out from Canada, so. Yeah, it's insane how much a lot of this stuff costs. Knockout cards, you have your DBZ playtest set in here. What does that mean? What is Dragon Ball Z playtest? These? 2000 score DBZ Saiyan Saga playtest? I don't know anything about them. Why am I lagging a bit here? Each card is offered as 35-piece set of the 2000 score Dragon Ball Z Saga playtest. These cards are originally created as demos for the manufacturers associated with Gamma. Dragon Ball Z cards produced by Score to feature square rather than round corners. Printed on cardstock with 4 playtest only. Printed in white text on the top border of both the front and back. These 35 cards are the only cards that are in the CGC Pop Report. Wow. Well, let's take a peek at them. I don't think I had any of these growing up. These Score Dragon Ball Z cards. I've seen them before, but I don't think I ever owned any of these. That is pretty sick. They are pretty cool. I have no idea what these are worth, but they are pretty damn cool. That's neat that you're selling them here. Sitting at $3,500 right now. Yeah, neat that you got those in the auction here. I hope they do well for you. More fake playtest. Wow. Wow. Surely not, right? Surely not. Surely it could never be. Enjoy. Welcome in as well. Extended bidding is going to fire up in just a minute here. I need to go to the game that I'm hoping to win tonight myself. Am I still high bid for now? Still high bid on the 9.6A plus Crystal right now. Sitting at $12,000. Do you know when we can view the upcoming vids in the big auction coming up? What do you mean? Oh, probably next week. I think it will be live next Friday or the next Friday. It's one of those two. So previews and stuff, they don't have previews the same way Heritage has it. So you clipped Greg saying fake playtest. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're cooked. Yeah, the lawsuit's coming. The lawsuit's coming. No, those playtest cards are genuinely sick. Like, I hope they do well. I don't know what price you're expecting on them, but I hope they do well for you, man. It's always cool to see the stuff that people have in it. If anyone else does have stuff in here, by all means. I think extended bidding for the video games is probably going to be, I don't know, a couple hours maybe? There's only 19 games, but it can go. You know what I mean? It just depends how people decide to jerk it around here as we get into extended. I just want to make sure I am the high bid on Crystal here as we enter into extended. If you don't know, every time the counter counts down to 0, should I make it a bit bigger here? Yeah, I'll make it like that. As if the timer goes to 0 and then someone bids, it refreshes to 30 minutes. So however long it's going to be, just matters how often someone decides to keep bidding on it. That's the big decider, right? This crystal could end in exactly 30 minutes, or it could end in 4 hours. Just depends how people like to place their bids. It just depends, you guys. Looks like I'm going to be high bidding here as we enter in, though. I'm like nervous, man. My heart's already pumping on this. $12,000. Oh, I was sitting here 30 minutes before going live, like knowing that I'm bidding on this and like, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. It's a lot of money. I'm high bid right now as we enter in. I'm high bid right now as we enter into extended, you guys. I'm high bid, so we'll see. I'm just waiting for the screen to refresh properly here. Yeah, 29 minutes until I'm outbid, right? Exactly, that's how it goes. 29 minutes until I'm outbid next. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Do I need to, like where's the extensions? Where's the timer? Why aren't I getting the timer going here? Do I need to, like, do a full refresh? I feel like I'm glitching out here. Let me just open up the website again here. There's no way. Extended had to have started already. Are you guys showing extensions? Are you guys showing extensions? Is Brave blocking it? Yes, it's extended. Yes, it's extended. Why am I showing 0 minutes still? What the hell is going on here? Crazy. Crazy. You can see it on Brave. What the heck, man? Come on, Brave. Work with me. Work with me. What did I just close? Oh, no. Oh, no. I think I just cooked it all. Oh, no. Like, oh, no. Bring me back. There we go. I can finally see extended here. There we go. There we go. We're in. We're in. Don't worry, boys. Don't worry, boys. Don't worry, you guys. Don't worry. No bids placed on the Pikachu yet. Still sitting at 1.6 mil there. The Illustrator. DBZ manga is the other thing I'm super curious about right now. Yeah, let's get up the AOL CD. Like, what's going on here? Is my girlfriend on the phone? Where the hell is the internet? The Dragon Ball manga. The first appearance of Dragon Ball in the manga. First serialization. Whatever the hell you want to call it, right? First appearance of Goku. Sitting at $68,000, you guys, for a 7.5. Holy fuck. Oh, man. The craziest thing is, like, earlier this year, a book like this would have been, like, I don't know, 7,000? Not even, maybe? Like, somewhere in there? It's got to be 10x from where it was. It's got to be 10x from where it was in, like, January. It's just nuts to see it. I want to open up multiple things here so I can also have, I want to have one filtered to just video games open. And then one filtered over to everything. I don't think I need to, like, run dual window this auction. You know, last time we were going to run, like, 2 windows and everything. I don't think I need to do that this time around. There simply isn't as much stuff in the auction in general. So, probably Logan buying it. Yeah, wouldn't you know, you scumbag, or whatever you were called. Parasite. Is that what it was, Swag? You parasite. It's probably you and your frickin' cronies on the podcast, dude. Pumping up the Dragon Balls. I tell ya, man. Is the 9.6 Emerald considered a first or second? Emerald only has the one print. Like, people are going to say, you know, it says only 4 or whatever. The only other, like, this is a first print. It's a first print. Every Emerald is a first print. There are some that have, like, also plays on DS or something. But, yeah, the vast majority of Emerald you're going to see is a first print. Pushing up to 9,000 now. I know. It kind of throws people off more than it helps, but it is what it is. Yeah, the sticker ones are very rare. So almost every copy you see is going to be a first print Emerald. Did I see the big influx of high-grade Pokemons hit eBay earlier? I didn't. I did, Blue Smoker, whoever said there, the Mega Man on eBay that just sold for $8,000. Jeez, man. I guess I might as well just bring that up, too, whilst we're here talking about comps and sales and everything that's shaking out there. I probably can't pull it on Terapeak yet. I didn't mean to go to Terapeak. Stop that. That autofill is getting me, man. Mega Man was an 8.5 on Game Gear that just sold for, I think it was like $8,100. One of always has been one of the grails on Game Gear. But like, Jesus, dude, big sale for it. Yeah, $8,100, 8.5B plus. Whew! The person who submitted it didn't even clean off the residue or anything, hey? Got some Mega Man res all over it. Crazy. $8,100. Just impossibly rare. And like, as far as Game Gear goes, you know, I don't want to shit all over Game Gear, but there aren't that many amazing games on the console. Or else, like, you know what I mean? Ones that you really are like, oh, that's the Game Gear grail, staple, whatever word you want to use for it, you know? Mega Man kind of always has been. There's a Shining Force game, sort of Hayaja, or however you pronounce it, but there just isn't a lot on Game Gear that makes you go like, that's the Game Gear game. Mega Man has always been kind of nuts. You got the Indiana Jones. What'd the Jones end for? I didn't see the end price on that, Zero Doubts. There were a lot. Like the Road Rash was pushing into the hundreds, like 600 and some. I saw Indiana Jones was pushing, I don't know, $300 maybe. I last saw it at. I don't know what it ended at though on the Indiana Jones. Kind of crazy. And of course, tonight's auction is sponsored by Goldin. If you guys want to get into the next Pop Culture Elite, I believe it's taking place in July. It's going to be huge. Tons of games are going to be in there. If you want to get in there, Peter with Goldin.com is giving out great rates. You can contact Peter at Goldin. Peter at Goldin.com. Very simple. You can ask in the Discord. You can ping him. He's in there. You can talk to me. Any of that stuff, right? If you want to get into the next Pop Culture Elite auction. As you can see, there's a lot of eyes on everything, so, like, just, you know, reach out. See what kind of contract you get. See if you like the numbers. See if it works for you. All that stuff. Yes. The next one, Paulie. The next one. The next one. So, the Legend ZA is yours. I don't think you can get squeezed into the one next week. But I don't want to say no, but, like, it's freaking tight, man. It's freaking tight. If you truly have something you want to go up on Goldin Auctions next week, reach out right frickin' now to Peter at Goldin.com, you know? And I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's frickin' tight, guys. So the next one's in July. That's what I'll say regarding it. The Legend ZA is yours. The 10. The frickin' tenner, man. Pushing its way to 174 right now. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, for what it is right now, it's still cheap. Like, it's a 10. It's Pokemon. That's so funny. Can you beat the Pokemon Ruby World Edition? Ruby's sitting at almost $300, dude. Ruby's at $250. You're getting killed. You're getting smoked by Omega Ruby. Absolutely smoked by World Edition Ruby right now. Pokemon Gold has gotten a bid. I'm just seeing what's gotten a bid at all right now in extended bidding. And it looks like only Pokemon Gold has a bid placed so far. The Pokemon Red Spanish has had a bid. And that's it. Everything else is ticking down. Everything else is ticking down. So much hate on YouTube for ZA, but you found the game quite enjoyable? I mean, it looked enjoyable. Like, genuinely, it looked enjoyable. I saw there was like ZA hate and everything, but I watched gameplay for, I don't know, 2-3 hours. Looked very enjoyable. And if you were a kid playing that, like, be freaking great, dude. Like, ZA would be incredible as a kid. You would put endless hours on there. Someone just bid on the 3DS console, pushing its way up to $3,300. I think the 85 plus comp on eBay was $4,000. So arguably, this is even like the 3DS is still sitting cheap here. Are there any recent comps on Emerald? No Emerald recent comps. I'll just see if there are any on here on eBay. Pokemon Emerald 9.6. I don't know any recent comps off the top of my head for it. Pokemon Emerald 9.6. Looks like one just sold April 12th. 9.68 plus for $9,500. So hovering right around 10K as the last comp, but that's the only comp being pulled on eBay. There's a CGC. Oh, no, that's way old. Yeah, Pokemon Emerald 9.6. Just hardly any sales at all. Freaking a CIB for $1,600, hey? Wow. Yeah. $9,500 on eBay, April 12th is the last comp I got there for Emerald. What's this one sitting at right now? 9.6A++, pushing up to 9,700. Did get extended, too. Extensions are coming in. The bids are slowly starting to come in here. The Pikachu is also pushing its way up to 1.7 mil now. Yep, over 1.7 mil. What price would it have to end at to be like the next most expensive Pokemon card? Like, it has to be getting there, right? It has to be. How many Pokemon cards sell for damn near $2 million? Is there anything else other than the Illustrator? How do you feel about the 20,000 on the JJK number 1? What? Wait, sorry, what's manga doing right now? Let me just filter over to manga. I'm sorry, what? Jesus, I'm worried about a Pokemon game selling for $10,000. Meanwhile, you're telling me, a 2018 manga's pushing 20,000? Where the frick is my filter here for manga? Oh boy, what do we got? One Piece is a 7.0 here, pushing like 40,000. I don't even know what that is. Bleach over there is pushing 7,000. Demon Hunter's pushing 15. 2018. Wow. Jujutsu Kaisen number 1. 2018, 9.4 grade. It is the big ass magazine. Like, this is Shonen Jump Weekly. So yeah, they're huge, right? They're like phone books if you're not aware. They're very big books. I guess I can just grab one. I can show you 1 second. If you've never, oh, fuck, wrong thing. Turn this off, turn this on. Here, if you've never seen one, this is a Shonen Jump Weekly. They're freaking huge. It's literally a phone book. It's made out of dog shit material. Like, they're super fragile. The spines are always busted up and broken. You can see down there, it's all chipped. Like, very fragile, very big. It's a serialization with a whole bunch of different books inside or a whole bunch of different chapters. So you have tons of different stories, tons of different authors, all that stuff. So getting them in ultra high grade is very difficult, but like, you know what I mean? It's a 2018 book pushing over $20,000 here. Whew. I only have 2 cameras. But I have a bunch of different scenes on Streamlabs, so you can use different cameras. I only have 1 camera set up, though. But I think I'm blurry. Am I blurry? Yeah, I'm blurry. 1 second. Come on. Come on. Grab me. Grab me. Grab me, you piece of shit. Come on. Are you freaking kidding me here? Can we get some focus? Won't do it. Just like, won't do it. There we go. Jeez, man. I tell ya. Impossible. Yeah, touch your face. Touch your face. Yeah. I'm gonna break my AI filter if you guys get me touching my nose like that. Yeesh, man. There we go. We're back. How much is my manga collection worth? I don't know, man. Maybe very, very low 5 figures. Probably. Well, frick, that's a lie. It's a lie just because of how much stuff went up. Probably 20,000. Probably 20K. 20K worth of manga. But, like, it was never supposed to be $20,000 worth of manga. You know what I mean? It was never supposed to be that. He sold that book in 2014 in super minty condition for $180. That's crazy. That's crazy. So anyways, yes, Jujutsu Kaisen's pushing 20,000 there. The Tankobon for One Piece 9.4 is pushing almost 20,000. The Naruto Tankobon, like, so the Tankobons, these little things, I'm just going to give you a quick lesson, right? That was a Zashi. That was a Weekly Shonen Jump, that big thing. This is a Tankobon. This is like the small individual serialization of specific series. So if the series does super freaking well in Shonen Jump Weekly, they'll create a Tankobon series for it. And then within here, this is like chapters 1 through 7 of Naruto from Weekly Shonen Jump. So these are like they're kind of the reprints of it, but they are also their own thing. Like this is a first print of the Tankobon. But that's how those work. Something goes into Weekly Shonen Jump. If it does really freaking good, it gets its own Tankobon, so you can buy like chapters 1 through 7 without having to buy 19 different books in order to get that. So that's how Tankobon works versus the Weekly Shonens. First appearance of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure there, pushing 3,500. First appearance of Super Saiyans, like 1,500 there. I think I was bidding on this one. Yeah, I'm outbid here. I will bid a little bit more on this one. I'm not like pushing super heavy there, but that's the first appearance of Android 19 and 20. So it's just a decent grade, decent price for now. If it keeps pumping, I'm out, but we'll see how it goes. But that's what's happening over in the manga category. Flip back here to the main page. Let's see if we got some extensions coming in on some of the big boys in video games. Pokemon Crystal, still no extensions on the Crystal 9.8A++, sitting at 47,600. This sale would put it slightly below the last one that sold on Goldin. I think it was 53,000, if I'm not mistaken, for the non-misprint version. So, yeah, getting doxxed by the manga fans out here. This was like a $50 book 3 months ago, the JJK. Really? Really? Yeah, that's insanity. So, yeah, when I say my manga collection's worth $20,000, like, you have to remember, if we go back 1 year, if we go back 6 months, the stuff was worthless, relatively speaking. So, yeah, kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. Sitting comfy with an extension, you're closing the gap on the Pokemon Ruby there. There we go. Pushing up to 163, man. You're pushing up. Pokemon Heart Gold, this got an extension on it. Yes. Pushing up to 2,500 there on it. People are pushing the Heart Gold bundle. Yeah, Crystal, no extension. Pokemon Blue, 9.6A++, no extensions. Pokemon Red, no extensions on the 9.4A+ there. But again, a lot of people could just be waiting. A lot of people can just be waiting. Am I going to sell the hype? Absolutely. Some of mine are going to go. Like, absolutely, some of my manga will be sold. It's just stupid to hold on to it, right? Like, yeah, manga is basically having its games in 2021 is a good parallel. Honestly, yes. So, it's, of course I'm going to sell some, right? Let's be honest here. It just doesn't make any damn sense. Will you still cover Heritage Auctions? Probably the Signature? I don't know about showcases, but probably the Signature. Yeah, like the stream, it helps out. It helps out big time. Imagine collecting cards instead of games. Couldn't be me, man. Couldn't be me. Does the Pokemon Silver have a bid? No. No bids in the extended right now. The 9.6A+ is sitting at 4,200 right now. No bids in the extended. So it will end at 8:30 or 10:30 Eastern if nothing else happens there. Just wanted to thank me for getting the COD Modern Warfare 206 part code in the Pop Culture Elite next week. Let's go. That's huge, Will Cohen. What grade did you end up getting? What grade was it on the COD 206 part code? I don't know if I remember if you got a grade on it yet. You have original MGS art for the main artist of the series. 30th anniversary, 9.6. Beautiful. Beautiful. Did the $1 million Pokemon get live bids? Yes. Yes, it did. It's pushing 1.7 now. It's gotten at least one live bid right now. It got another one. Every bid on this $1 million Pokemon card is $50,000. 9.6A. Yeah, that's sick. That's sick, dude. I hope it does super well for you. Every bid on the Pokemon or on that Pikachu right now on the third place prize trophy is $50,000. It's just crazy. Dragon Ball's looking for an extension there as well at like 68K. A freaking a European EX Deoxys box. 2005 set of cards there for $150,000. Wow. 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 Pokemon Crystal still looking for an extension there. PSA 10 Blastoise is pushing $75,000. It's just, it's nuts. It's nuts. Let's go back to games. Let's go back to games. It gets me all hot and bothered and sweaty when I start looking at the prices of other stuff. You know what I mean? I start getting all sweaty and nervous when I see the prices of that other stuff, man. Original MGS art from the main artist of the series. 30th anniversary is in 2 years. Do you think that's the best time to sell? Yes. Yes, I do, Dr. Logan. I think that is an amazing time to sell. If you wait for the 30th anniversary of Metal Gear Solid there, absolutely, man. Absolutely. If I win the Crystal, would it be my second biggest game purchase ever? Yes. Yes, it would. And if I win the Crystal, I'm immediately shipping shit out to Monty as well. Like, I talked about it in the primer video there. I did have a couple of really big sales to help juice me up a bit. So, you know, I have like 8,000 liquid right now, 8,500, give or take. So even that's not going to cover the Crystal. So no matter what, if I hit on the Crystal, and maybe it'll be manga being sold, maybe it'll be freaking more graded games, the chainsaw controller, like stuff would go out the door immediately to cover the purchase. Make no mistake. I can't just eat this right now. It's it would be happening quicker than I expected it to, right? Like, I didn't really expect to be able to win a Crystal this soon, but one good flip, you know what I mean? One good flip, and suddenly I make like $4,000, and it's like, oh, shit. Let's cycle it back in. Let's cycle it back in. The Crystal would be, it's like I would love to hold it long term, but let's say I pay, like, let's just say, you know, 12,000 or wherever it is, right? Whatever I pay for it. Let's say I win it. If in 3 to 6 months I could take it and sell it for double, I probably just would. You know what I mean? As much as I would love to hold on to it, and I talked about it in like the little primer video I made, I don't necessarily need a 9.6A plus for my personal collection. So if the opportunity to immediately exit for that much, you know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, I'm the truest collector of all. Like I'm that's coming with me. No, if prices get stupid on anything, I'm not opposed to letting it go and reevaluating where I'm at. So that's where it kind of would be. Pokemon Emerald. Yeah, fake collector, right? LARPer confirmed. Pokemon Emerald is pushing its way over $10,000 there. We got some more bids, over 10K on the 9.6A++ Emerald. We are nearing the first closing period. Yeah, I haven't even won it yet. Talking about selling it. No doubt, eh? No doubt. I'm jinxing myself, Slab. I'm jinxing myself. Such a frickin' LARPer. More of a therapy session. Are we getting the theme of me sorting out the stuff? Like, maybe. Maybe because I can kind of do it better now with the new setup. Like, you guys can actually like see what I'm sorting and stuff. So like maybe. Yeah. Feet Finder account going crazy, dude. The Feet Finder account is going to be going crazy. Emerald, Blue, the Pokemon Red 9.48 plus right now. None of them have live bids. They're all pushing towards extension. The 9.88 plus last print Pokemon Blue. The 85 plus Sandshrew pushing its way to... Look at it. It's looking for a bid still. Sitting at $7,300 there on the 85 plus. Everything's pushing towards the first cut line. The first cut line is coming up here. What's going to get bids, what is not, and what's going to happen? Yes, the game pricing website will launch soon. I would say 1 month, tentatively, MLG Pro Tips. 1 month. That's the issue. Okay, so the game pricing website is going to launch probably 1 month. That is getting in the way of doing the cheat code weekly because Henry is doing a ton of data. What's the word? Normalization. So there's a ton of data normalization that has to take place so that all variants equate to the same words. So that's taking up a ton of his time. I'm making some kind of tutorial videos and stuff for the website as well. Just like, welcome to Sealed Games. What's a CIB? How do you grade a CIB? What, you know what I mean? Making a bunch of videos like that. So cheat code is going to be sporadic probably for the next month still, but like, it's not gone. It's not gone. We'll be coming back with it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. It'll be coming back. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories. The 9.88 Plus is sitting at $19,000. Where's the DDS Blue Eyes? What are those sitting at? Are those still getting pumps? I'll just type in Blue Eyes, I guess. Because all the Blue Eyes are in here. There's the DDS Blue Eyes. This is the one that's actually inside the game, sitting at almost $16,000. There's the starter deck Blue Eyes. Oh no, sorry, there's just 2 DDS. There are two of the Blue Eyes that are inside of this game right now. 2 PSA 10s, 15 and 16,000 respectively. Wow. And then the Japanese Ultimate Rare one sitting at like 6,000. Jeez, man. Yeah, I hope that I would love to see that DDS Yu-Gi-Oh! Keep getting some love here. Again, we're looking for extensions on those. The first cut line is coming. The first cut line is coming in 5 minutes, which, if no one bids, man, I win the Emerald. If no one bids, I win the Emerald, man. That's fucking nuts. I'm getting nervous here. I'm getting nervous. Jeez. Do you know if the site will offer API access? How do you mean, Hobbybin? How do you mean? API access so that the community can use the data would be amazing? I'm not sure. I don't know the technicality of side. I don't know the technicality of the of what the development side is. It's far more Henry's project than my project in that respect. So I don't know. Do you think the Harry Potter PS games have potential with the new TV series launching? Like, I get what you're thinking, Bobby. I do. I get what you're thinking. Yeah, like, yes. I'll say yes. Yes, but only Philosopher's Stone. I would not go for any other games. I would only go for Sorcerer's Stone, Philosopher's Stone, whatever you want to call it. But like, I wouldn't go. Yeah, I'm super tentative about the series as well as Slap Me Silly. I also think it's going to be trash. I don't think it's going to capture the wider zeitgeist. I'm nervous about the new series. So we might as well get all of them. I just don't know what the upside is, Trevor. Like, I agree they're cheap, but it's like, I don't know. If you're gonna go after it, like, just buy 10 copies of Philosopher's Stone rather than buying like one of each. You know what I mean? Just buy all of the Philosopher's Stone. The Pokemon Soul Silver, the big box of Walmart exclusive, is pushing its way to almost $4,000 now. It did get bids in the live. Yeah, I was outbid on that one. I used to be high bidder. I know. I won't be winning that. 3 minutes here for the first cut line. Jeez, man. Okay, now I need to Windows over here. Windows this way. Let's get the other one open. No, I didn't want that. I want this over here. Like that. That is not right. Get this over here. There we go. Okay, now let's run 2 windows because I do want to see what's going to be happening over here for stuff that's not going to get bids in extended on the other side and games themselves. Now we'll run 2. Bid on the crystal. I don't have to. I'm already high bidder, dude. I'm already high bid. All Pokemons tonight. Yes, everything ends tonight. Everything ends tonight. Like, this is all of it. What's on eBay, Pokeneer? Dragon Ball needs an extension. One Piece. Oh my god. What was One Piece at last time I mentioned it? Like $30,000? One Piece, the 7.0, just shot up to $70,000 now. Brand new 30 minutes on the clock. Some motherfucker just outbid me on Crystal. Fuck. I knew it, man. I knew it. I'm going to take high bid there. We are now in a bidding fight for the crystal. I knew it, man. I knew it. I knew it. I knew someone would do it, dude. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. We'll take back high bid, but like, I don't know, man. Let me just refresh that. Jesus. If Dragon Ball ends there, it's cheap, relatively speaking. Well, now One Piece is at 70, so we'll see if Dragon Ball also gets pushed up. Gold 8.5 sold for $19.55 on eBay today. This one seems cheap. Yeah, where's the gold here? What is it, 9.4? Yeah, 9.4 A plus on the gold, sitting at only 2,000. Yes, an 8.5 on eBay sold for 2,000. Yeah, the gold's sitting real cheap right now. The gold is sitting very cheap right now still. 3DS console extended. The Pokemon ZA is extended. We're down to 1 minute here. Pokemon Omega Ruby, the 10 is going to end. The Heart Gold bundle, the 80 plus will end. Dark Dual Stories still needs an extension as well. That's about it. The 9.6A plus Pikachu here, sitting at 6,000. The CGC first print, 6,229 is the bid right now on that. I was the underbidder on there as well, but I do have to let that one go and just prioritize the... I think Dragon Ball just got extended out its ass, didn't it? Dragon Ball is now $80,000. Hoo-wee. Hoo-wee, you guys. Hoo-wee. Yeah, Dragon Ball just got extended. No worries. Have no fear. Have no fear. 70,000 and 80,000 respectively on the Dragon Ball and the One Piece. You won the Pokemon Silver. The 9.6A plus? Did it end? It's not even over yet. What do you mean you won the Silver? That's 9 seconds still. Am I that far behind? Now the Silver's ended. $4,200 on the 9.6A plus. I'm guessing it didn't get extended, right? The Crystal? The Crystal did not get extended either. 47,600 on the Crystal. Pokemon Blue, the 9.6A plus plus, did not get an extension. $10,300 on the Blue. The Pokemon Red Rattata, no extensions on there either. Jeez, look at that. See, sometimes, man, sometimes you just don't know. 9,150. This red is actually a little bit under eBay comps, if I'm not mistaken. I think I looked up red. Pokemon Red 9.4. That was a Rattata second print for the Pokemon Red. And if that is sub 10K, I don't think it's bad. 1 second here. Let me just actually grab this window. I need to make sure sales are filtered properly. 9.48 plus, yeah, 10,000 back in March, and a 9.48 plus for 8,000 in February. So this copy was right between the comps. The Pokemon Red that just sold is right between the most recent comps. There's a 10,000 comp and a 7,000 comp. Or, yeah, 10,000 and 8,000, whatever it was there. This one's 9,000. Pokemon Blue, the 9.88 plus, I don't think it was extended either. Nope, closed for $8,000. That's a last print, 9.88 plus. And the 85 plus, also a Sandshrew print, closing at 7,300. So, the 9.6A plus plus sold for what, 10,300? And the 85 plus sold for a $3,000 gap. That's the gap between them. A $3,000 gap between 9.6A plus plus and the 85 plus. The thing is, you know what I mean? Like, what will the 85 plus cross to? What will the actual grade on that be? It's very hard to say. I don't know. It's a $3,000 gap there. Are the price ranges good or bad? Right now, it is sitting in an area of neither. Neither good nor bad. It's not pumping. I'll say that. These aren't like pumped up prices right now. But they aren't bad either. We're kind of getting fair market valuation endings right now. Pokemon Yellow, the 9.6A plus is pushing still going as well there. Pokemon Silver, the 9.6A plus did close. Yeah, closed for 4,300. We can see if there's an eBay comp on the Silver as well here. Pokemon Silver 9.6. In a world In a world where all those games there didn't get extensions, why did someone decide to extend the crystal? You know what I mean? Why did someone extend the crystal? What the heck, man? What the heck and heck? What the? So, there hasn't been a crystal on eBay or a silver on eBay for a long time. That's weird. No comp for the silver 9.6 on eBay that I can see. So, there might be a heritage comp, but I can't get a, I can't feel a, I can't see one on eBay, sorry. Pokemon Emerald's still going there, pushing over 10,000. The 3DS console is still getting extended as well. The Lugia 85 plus bundle. No shocking prices, not even for one. I wouldn't say anything that just closed there was shocking. Personally, I wouldn't say any of those results were shocking one way or the other. Like, maybe you could argue, you know, some good deals there, sure. But not that I would say like, oh my God, did you see that price? I can't believe it went for, you know, X. Can't believe it sold for X. All of those results so far are extremely within the range of, I can believe that. I can believe that. In your opinion, is there a small percent of VGA sales that are bought simply to cross? I think there's a good chunk of VGA that is bought purely just to cross. So, yeah, of course, Felon, of course. I think a lot of VGA is bought for the potential to cross, or at least it's in the consideration when people are bidding. You know what I mean? It's just something that's so ingrained now within people, within the hobby, within... Because if you get an 85 plus that can cross to a 9.8, you could, what, triple your money immediately? You know what I mean? Even if that 85 plus, what I say, there was a $3,000 gap between the 85 plus and the 9.68 plus plus. So even that right there, you know what I mean? Even that can have a ton of margin on it. Compared to PSA, no. Like, there are still a lot of dedicated VGA collectors out there. It's just like, compared to PSA, no. Compared to WADA even, no. VGA absolutely fell behind in the number of graded collectors, the number of slabs that exist. You know what I mean? I've always said, like I say, VGA is more akin to Beckett at this point in time, but in the graded game world, do you crack and regrade or just send as is? I only crack, like, are you talking changing company? Yeah, when crossing over, yeah. I crack it if I want to clean it or if I want to look at it or something. If I already have an ultra high grade in the other company, I would just send it in. Like, if I'm sending a 9.6 or something, or a 9, or like a VGA 90 to a different company, I've just sent them inside the case. I don't think it makes a difference, but you know, if you want to be superstitious, if you want to be, you know, if you don't want any kind of, I'm got outbid again. The current bid is 15,000, you guys. Do I have to bid $1,000? I think I have to bid $1,000 in order to, I think I have to bid $1,000. I don't think I can bid half. 12,886. Can I bid half? I cannot. I have to bid $1,000. You guys. You guys. $16,270. 16,270, you guys. I can't. Like, I can't do it. My maximum I wanted to spend tonight on this was 15,000. And even that already was like, you know, pushing me to my maximum. I can't push it another $1,300. I just can't do it. Fuck! And that is up. I believe the most recent comp on a 9.6 crystal is $13,000. I think the most recent comp is 13 something. So, like, you know, again, in the same auction here where multiple of those Pokemon games sold without any extensions. For some reason, people decided to fight me on the Crystal tonight. Man, oh man, oh man. The Pokemon Soul Silver, the Walmart exclusive. It includes the figure. It includes the Pokewalker jacket. 85 plus grade for just shy of $4,000. Is Pokemon Crystal going to get cheaper? I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know, right? I don't know if it's going to get cheaper. Yes, the corrected version is the first print. So it's one of those things where like maybe I could find a private seller. I don't know. Or I just have to go down. Right? I have to go down from a 9.6. It's just too freaking expensive. I'd have to go down to a 9.4, 9.2 type thing. I'm having a come down right now. You know what I mean? My cortisol is unspiking here. My dopamine is coming back down. Fuck, man. Do you FOMO on the Emerald? 10,300. The next bid will take you $500 higher. Yes, it's not outrageous yet. I say yes. I say yes. Vicariously, I want to see you pump even harder. Would you attempt an ungraded one? Yes, I would. I would. I would buy ungraded if it would if it looks good, I would. Sometimes not winning is what makes the hobby more fun. Oh yeah, I'm having a blast out here. Having a freaking blast out here, dude. What are you saying, Trevor? The amount of cut on potential prices for stuff you are selling you will have to take would probably make it like 20K anyhow. Yes, because I have to liquidate stuff. Or not liquidate, but you know what I mean. Well, I guess kind of liquidate. I would have to throw stuff at auction. I couldn't wait. You know what I mean? I would have to auction. So it's like, go buy some dominoes. You'll be fine. Yeah. You bid again on the Emerald. Yes. The thing is, like, why I'm saying yes on this, why I'm saying yes is because it is a 9.6 A++ on the Emerald. So, like, you know what I mean? Let's get this one over here. Let's get this on the main and get this one over here. Let's get Horny on main over there, and then we'll put this one on the side. Then you guys don't have all the text in the way. But this is a 9.6 A++. That's why I'm saying yes. The one on eBay was like $10,000, so if you can get that extra plus makes a world of difference. It really does. I know it's not the number, right? So you don't see the bigger number, but like, if we were to take the 9.6 A++ and send it to VGA, yes, Trevor, exactly. If you send it over to VGA, it could be a 90 plus, or even a 95. And that is the power of that extra plus being on there. So it makes a world of difference. So if you can get it for almost the same price as a 9.6 A+, yeah, that's pretty damn good. That's really good. Pokemon Legends ZA, it might be able to beat the Omega Ruby still. It needs like another $40, man. It needs 2 more bids. Still need 2 more bids on that. The Trophy Pikachu card. The Trophy Pikachu card is pushing 1.7 mil still. 1.769 is the bid. 1 more bid pushes it over 1.8 mil. 2 minutes remaining on it. I mean, surely it can get more bids, right? Pokemon is never too expensive. Pokemon is never too expensive. You want to sell me a game right now for 1,000 if you have some more liquidity? I just shouldn't, Bobby. 15,000 was already stretching me very thin. You know? That was already going to stretch me out right there. And god darn it, you guys, I probably shouldn't be stretched any further than this. A guy can only stretch so far, even if you get both hands. Do you FOMO in on the Trophy Pikachu? Yup. We're bidding on the same manga, are we? Are we now, Monty? Are we now? Are you bidding on the on that Android 19 book? I wasn't gonna push it far, so if you want it, go for it, dude. I was only gonna push it like $500-600 US, so Is that Logan Paul's card? No, it's not. This is just random, I believe. I don't think this has any connection with Logan whatsoever here. I believe this is just a random consigned card. I mean, there might be pedigree behind it, but I don't know it. Or it didn't mention any owner in the description. You know what I mean? So, the LE manga? That's not me then. The LE Yu-Gi-Oh manga? Are you talking the limited edition Yu-Gi-Oh? It might be his card after tonight. Yeah, I don't think. Now, maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm crazy. I don't think Logan's going to buy into any other extremely expensive Pokemon cards right now, having just sold his, like, the Holy Grail. You know what I mean? I just don't think he would. It doesn't make sense. If you didn't think the hobby was at its peak, so to say, I don't see why you would exit the number one card. So that's my own take on it. It seems like now with manga, with a little bit of video games, with other stuff he's purchasing, it seems more like that market's been squeezed for all the juice that is in there. So now we'll go squeeze something else, you know? Yeah, what's the manga doing? Let's swap over to manga here on the side screen. The Jujutsu Kaisen is still getting bids. It's over $20,000 now. $20,700, 9.4. First chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen. I've never watched it myself, but wow. Just wow. Wow. One Piece is just behind Dragon Ball right now. They're almost both sitting at $80,000. But one of my biggest regrets, you guys, like, period, right? One of my biggest regrets is earlier this year, call it November, December, January, I was looking at books of Dragon Ball and they were like $3,000-$4,000. No, they weren't this grade. They were probably like 4s or 5s. You know what I mean? Nice condition, not anything special, but they were affordable, you guys. They were affordable. And I was being a cheap prick about it. And I don't own a Dragon Ball manga. And I don't own one. I don't own one. And I feel like such a fucking idiot. Because I was looking at them. Because I like Dragon Ball. Oh my gosh, dude. It just sucks. It sucks because, like, I love Dragon Ball. And I was too fucking cheap and stupid, man. I was too cheap and stupid. Sometimes it just really bites you in the ass. I should have known about the future pump. I should have known. It's one of those things where, like, you know, not to get cheesy, but like, you buy the stuff you love, and if the money comes later, that's great. And I should have just bought the stuff I loved. But I don't know. I was being dumb. The Nintendo 3DS console, the Charizard 3DS, is pushing $5,500. This is now beating the eBay sale, and this is getting extremely close to being like a few more bids, man, and this 3DS console at $6,000 already is going to be one of the most expensive 3DS console sales ever. Period. Right? Like, boop. It's probably a top 5 sale right now for pricing at $6,100 on it. It's kind of nuts. Kind of nuts for the 3DS console. No one else has bid on the Crystal. No one else has bid. It's possible no one else is going to bid. Like I said, the next bid would take it to $16,270. Oh man. Too much for my blood, but we'll see. We'll see if another bid comes in. The 9.68 plus first print yellow is sitting at almost 7,000 right there. The next bid would take that to 7,500 if someone wants to jump in on the 9.68 plus first print yellow. Those are the big ones still left in there. And Emerald, of course, just had its extension by the guy in chat. Oh my God, someone else outbid him. KO, are you still in here? KO Bacon, you got outbid, dude. Emerald is now pushing up to 11.6. Jesus. Damn, dude. Here I thought you were making a genuine push on that with your bid there. Damn. Hop on the graded VHS train before it takes off. Kidding, maybe. I just don't like VHS. I don't care. I have a bunch of, like, factory sealed Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z. I have some Pokemon VHS. I have a bunch of factory sealed VHS anime tapes. Nothing super expensive, nothing super valuable, but, like, I bought some back in 2020, 2021, whenever VHS was pumping the first time, right? In COVID, I was pushing and or buying, and I quickly realized with buying VHS that I just don't give a shit. I just don't care. You know what I mean? It's just not, it doesn't tickle my fancy. Do you have Heart of the Cards, Yu-Gi-Oh! VHS episode 1? What's it look like? Oops. Heart of the Cards, VHS. Yep, I do. I might have 3. I think I have multiple of Heart of the Cards. I hope I have multiple. I at least have 1. I also have that like Journey to the Kingdom or whatever VHS. I don't know what it's called. The promo VHS. Yu-Gi-Oh. This thing. This thing's kind of cool too. I have multiples of this, I think. I don't know. They're cool, right? They're cool. I was buying them for like $15 each. Who cares? But I just don't really kind of care. Don't really care about it. Don't really care. You're pretty sure the Metroid 3DS sold for like $7,000 on Heritage not that long ago? Did it? I thought the only most expensive 3DS sales on Heritage were the Pikachu in overalls, or the Nipples Pikachu, whatever people call it. You know what I mean? You guys know Nipples Pikachu? Surely you guys know Nipples Pikachu. Yeah, see, that's the most expensive one ever. Is this one right here? $10,000. Pikachu with his his nipples right there. Is that crazy? Is that crazy of me to say? Yeah, maybe it's just like coverall buttons. Yeah, they could be. Anyway, $10,000 for the VGA 100 3 years ago almost. 3 years ago almost. Jesus, dude. Then it sold for $6,900 in November as well. $7,800 for the 90 plus. So even this Pokemon 3DS right here, even the Pokemon 3DS, the high mark sale is $7,800, man. $5,800 on the Metroid, yes. Elijah!
Greg buys multiple copies
Let's
of
go, dude.
Squad VHS, but no Dragon Ball manga.
I think I do own multiple copies of Squirtle Squad, dude. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. But I do. I think I own multiple copies of Squirtle Squad. Or I sold them because they were in awful shape. I don't know. I bought at least 2 over the years. The Metroid 3DS console, the VGA 95, was almost $6,000. You're right. It's crazy. Neo Geo Mark of the Wolves English is $30K now. Wasn't it always? Or did Mark of the Wolves actually see like a big come up because of the recent Neo Geo stuff? Wasn't Mark of the Wolves, the real one, always expensive as hell? Your playtest Dragon Ball cards are at $10,000 now. Let's go, dude. There we go. There we go. Yep. So as I was saying, the high mark on this was $7,800 or whatever. It's now at $6,000. The 3DS console is now at $6,000. You love to see it. 8 minutes for the 9.68 plus on there. No one else has bid on the Crystal because of course they haven't. Sucks, man. It just sucks. Just sucks. Like I said, if we go back an hour and a half, you know what I mean? If we go back an hour and a half right now, I was nervous. I actually thought I was going to win the Pokemon Crystal. I actually thought I was going to win. Man, oh man, oh man. I built it up too much in my head, man. I got it built up too much. That's crazy. Jujutsu Kaisen. The Jujutsu Kaisen Shonen Jump is at $27,000 now. Trevor, we were popping off when it was $20,000. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Talking about shocked prices. Nothing in the video games is shocking me, but like some of these manga prices are starting to shock me, man. Getting kind of crazy. Getting kind of crazy over there. Interesting. Truly, it's you know, you get a couple of people, right, to start like talking about something, someone with the reach of Logan and stuff. It's like, poof. Truly, the whole world just swaps interest, you know? Kind of crazy. Does Japan know about this? Does Japan know about it? The JJK is tied for top pop. The top pop book for Jujutsu Kaisen there. I need to watch it. Is it like as good as people say? Would I enjoy it? Like, I'm a Dragon Ball guy. I like Attack on Titan. I would probably like Jujutsu Kaisen, right? Probably. JoJo's Adventure is pretty cool. Like, I like fighting anime. I like fighting anime. There's nothing wrong with those. You say it like it's a bad thing. You say that like it's a bad thing. More fights, less plot, please. Are the Game Boy consoles and Game Boy Colors getting traction? Yes. Yes, they are actually. It's quite expensive to buy brand new Game Boys and brand new Game Boy Colors, especially if you want like green screen brand new Game Boys and if you want hollow strip, nice condition Game Boy Colors. So they are. You do have to be a little bit careful because they are with batteries. Some of them do have actual damage that is perceptible on the outside of the box. So I don't want to be like, just doom and gloom. Oh my God, don't buy them because of batteries. But like, it's a consideration. And if you see battery acid leak, don't buy it, right? SPs do not have that issue. 101s don't have the issue? 101s? Or do the normal ones? I don't remember if the normal ones do or not. The 101s definitely don't. So batteries are a huge risk and you don't collect any handhelds because of it? Like, it's kind of fair, dude. It's kind of fair. They are genuinely a risk. It sucks because there's so much nice stuff out there, like Game Boy consoles and stuff, but like, yeah, the batteries are a risk. It just is what it is. Yo, Grounder91, welcome in, dude. Better pick up your ZA10s now. Dude, the ZA10 is still going. The ZA10 is still going, pushing up to 226 right now. Hot dog, man. Hot dog. Did the Pokemon, that Pikachu ended, you guys. The Pikachu ended. Can I see results here or do I have to sold items? There it is. 1.769 million. 1.769 mils for that third prize, third tournament, PSA 10, only one that exists. Pokemon guys, like how big is that? Is like that? That's huge. That's huge. Almost $2 million. Huge. Team Rocket first edition PSA 10's complete set for 135,000. Oof. Ooh-wee, Pokemon. PSA 10 Blastoise for $79,000. Hoo-wee, Pokemon. Hoo-wee. Like I said, gets me all sweaty, you guys. Let's go back to something let's go back to something we can afford. That is just insanity. Wow. 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 When people are like, oh, how do people even collect video games? Like, how do people even collect that kind of Pokemon cards, man? It feels like if you weren't buying Pokemon for the past 10 years, like, how do you even get into that kind of levels? Insanity. First, you take down the World Edition Ruby, and then you take down the Spanish Red. How much did Spanish Red sell for? The Dark Duel Stories, by the way, did close at 19,520. So I don't think the DDS Blue Eyes got more bids. I don't think they did, right? Dark Duel, are they still live? They are not. Sold items. Yes, so $14,000. Oh, 15,860 to get the Blue Eyes White Dragon in a 10 that comes inside of this game right here. Kind of crazy, man. Kind of crazy. It's only like a $3,000, $4,000 price gap. Kind of interesting, kind of crazy. Kind of interesting, kind of crazy. Dark Duel Stories. I think it should sell for more still. If the Blue Eyes itself is $15,000, the game in top grade that contains the Blue Eyes, it should just be more than like a $4,000 gap there. It just should be. I don't care what other people are going to say. I think it should be. That's crazy. Pokemon Red was 9,100. The Pokemon Blue Sandshrew, the 9.68++ was 10,000. Yep. Everything we've seen. Spanish Pokemon Red was $900. Yeah. Aren't I an expert on Spanish Pokemon Reds? I sure am. Flux. You know me too well. The lower grade One Piece Tonks weren't amazing. Price wise, you mean? Like the prices on the lower grade Tonks weren't good? I don't know. I don't know enough about manga pricing overall to give you a deep, you know what I mean? I can't deep dive on the prices of manga. All I see is Dragon Ball and One Piece. Oh, is Dragon Ball going to close right here? Dragon Ball just closed at $80,000, 7.5 grade. This is actually from 1984. So, like, you know, there is actual age on Dragon Ball. You will not be able to find mint copies. That's the thing with, like, you know, Logan Paul's manga pump. Oh my God, these mangas are dirt cheap. Everyone has them. Blah, 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 right? You hear it all every time this happens. The Dragon Balls from 1984 in actual good condition, and that's the thing, it's like in actual good condition, are going to be extremely limited. They are going to be rare. They're 1984, they're the size of a phone book, and they were made to be disposed. They weren't made to keep as collector's items. Every single week one comes out, you know what I mean? They print the shit out of it, you read it, you get rid of it, because you gotta buy next week's issue. Like they were made to be disposed. And for every book that has a new, right? Oh my God, Dragon Ball was just introduced. For every Dragon Ball that's introduced, there's 20 books or 20 new introductions that are shit. So the older you get with these, like they are actually hard, but that's why when we get to like Jujutsu Kaisen in 2018, it's different. But even then, 9.4 is the top pop right now. Yes, there'll probably be other ones, but you get my point. You get my point about some of the manga there. Are there a lot of copies that exist? Sure. But like, there's a lot of CIB video games out there too, and it's hard as fuck to find them mint condition. That's the difference. But again, when people, you know, I don't know if you guys watched that Mother's Basement video. He made a long video calling everyone parasites or something. He like called out Swaggle House, everyone. I don't know. Some of you guys probably watched that video from, I think it's Mother's Basement. God, I can't. Is it ridiculous what's happening? Yes, but there's a lot of nuance to it. You wouldn't spend that much money on a 9.4 Zashi that was in the last 10 years? Game Room Granny. Go, dude. The Pokemon Crystal Fund. The Pokemon Crystal sold, you guys. It was me. I was the underbidder. I was the utter bidder. The stupidest cow in the auction, man. The utter bidder. Fuck. 15,050. 15,050. The absolute top price. You know, like I was doing there on the live bid, if I was able to bid a half increment, if I could have bid $500 more, I would have. I just couldn't pump it by another $1,200 on the bid. It's just too much. Just too much. It would have been like, what was it, 16.3 if I bid again? If I could have won it for 15.5, I would have bid again, but who knows? Who knows? Let's just say the guy would have outbid me again, right? Let's just pretend the guy would have outbid me again. Who cares? Who cares? It's all in the wash now. All in the wash now, boys. It's all in the wash now. Frick. Underbidder. The utter bidder. Think about how many Legend ZA I can buy now with that. Think about how many Pokemon Legend ZA I can pick up now with all that extra money. Sitting at $226. The perfect 10 on Switch. We are down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games still in the extended bidding. I know 5. Gold just ended. Yeah, Gold sold for $2,200. This has to be a deal. This has to be cheap as heck, no? Like someone else said, I don't know if it was you, Hobby Bin, or if it was someone else, but there was an 8.5 on eBay that someone paid like $2,000 for tonight or yesterday or something. Oh, you just sold an 8.5 for 1,600. Yeah, this right here. It's a good price. That's a hell of a price on a Pokemon Gold at 2,200. That Felon was asking me earlier there, are you shocked about anything? The Pokemon Gold is a great pickup. Period. Great price. Period. Just a great price. It was 1,955. Yep, that's crazy. Even better. Even better than you said. Good pickup for someone on the Pokemon Gold. Jeez, man. Why couldn't it have been Pokemon Crystal? Why couldn't it have been Pokemon Crystal, right? Why couldn't it be Pokemon Crystal? It should have been me. Yugi slamming his hands into the rock. You know what I mean? You guys know that gif? Should have been me. It should have been me, man. Why didn't it spell Yugi? Yugi should have been me. This one. You guys know this gif. Is this going to open in full screen? Come on. There it is. It should have been me, not him. It should have been me. Like, why did Gold go for a deal? Why couldn't it be Crystal? Bunch of frickin' baloney, you guys. Absolute bunch of baloney. Absolute bunch of baloney. The Pokemon Yellow, the 9.68 plus, the first print is pushing its way to almost $8,000 now. Do we have comps on that? Do we have comps on Pokemon Yellow? The Pokemon Yellow was sitting really old there. Yeah, and that's the old WATA case price. Imagine if it was PSA. Yeah, imagine if it was PSA, right? Here's your WATA comp on Yellow. A 9.68 plus sold for $9,000 March 8th. That is the most recent comp I can pull there for Pokemon Yellow. Same print. That's a first print copy. So, back in January, a 9.6 plus. Oh, that's a year ago. Sorry. That's January 2025. Jeez, yeah. The most recent comp, $9,000 back in March. 9.68 plus first print Yellow, which is exactly what we have right here, but it is CGC instead of WATA Games. And it's pushing $8,000. CGC at the same grade usually sells for a bit less, generally speaking. Generally speaking, I would agree with you, yes. At this point in the market, did it just get another bid? Okay, pushing up to $8,700 now. $8,669 on the Pokemon Yellow. CGC 9.6 A plus first print. Yeah, generally speaking now, Pokeneer, we are in a spot where the market has shown preference, I guess I would say, towards WATA Games PSA. So, generally speaking, yes, the WATA PSA, same grade, all things equal, gets a slight bump, but it's we still have such liquidity issues and lack of sales that you still do get things where you're going to see comps all over the place. So as a general speaking, sure, but it's not perfect. The comps aren't perfect in such a market where we just don't have a ton of sales. One Piece. The One Piece is still sitting here pushing up to $77,000 on the 7.0. Whoa. We got a qualifier on it. 7.0 conserved amateur. Do you guys see that above the 7.0 there? I didn't see this. It has a qualifier. Amateur conservation. Cover cleaned. Ooh. And it's still pushing $77,000. Ooh. Wow. Wow. So not only is it super hard to see that on the Beckett label. I didn't even notice it on my first 5 looks, but geez, man. That's interesting. That's all I'm going to say. It's interesting. Same as Golden Age comics, printed cheaply, so cheaply as possible, so no wonder there are no 10s. I mean, dude, you might not even see 9.8s on any of the... there might not even be any 9.8s on any of these weekly shonens of any of the older ones. You know what I mean? Even even the One Piece book is 1997. I don't know if you'll ever find a 9.8 of that. just because of how they were printed and how cheap the quality is. Like, they just weren't made to last. They weren't printed to last. It's a questionable conserved grade, though. It's been debated whether it should have been applied. Interesting. So do you think there's a world where maybe you could send this this back and you know, you wouldn't get the notation on the label there? Maybe. Maybe there's a world where that exists. That's getting too into the nitty-gritty for me there, so I can't even comment. I can't even comment on that because, like, that is getting above my pay grade. People paying $70,000 for a One Piece manga, maybe they can flip it to, yeah, or if CGC opens up, that's above my pay grade right there, dude. That's crazy. The Pokemon Yellow outselling the Blue. Yeah, what was the Blue? The Blue was a second print. The 9.6 A++ second print did go for $10,000. The 85 plus second print went for $7,300 there. And what was the Pokemon Yellow doing? We had the 9.6 A++ at $10,000 on the Sandshrew Blue. Yellow is pushing $8,600 right now. Jeez, man. Yeah, Monty, I was nowhere even freaking close to the 9.6 Yellow. Nowhere even close. Are we up? Nah. Nah, you know. Nah. I'm not going to walk away from this auction saying we're juicing, you know? I'm not going to walk away as much as I would love to. As much as I would love to, you guys. You know I'm on my pump shit in 2026. You know that, right? We had like 5 years of downturn here. 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. 4 years I talked about how dog shit this market was. You guys know I'm on my pump this year. But I can't, in good faith, walk away from this auction and say that we're pumping. We're not pumping yet, boys. We're not pumping yet. The 3DS Pokemon console is pumping. It just got another bid. It just got extended. It's now at $7,300. That, I can say, is pumping. Let's put that back on the main screen here. The Pokemon 3DS console is pumping. Pokemon is up overall, Trevor. That's the thing. It's like, Pokemon to me, where we are, feels like it's on the cusp of like a leg up. Because if you go back to November, December, January, Pokemon stuff is up versus those comps. 100%. 100% it is. So right now, it's like, there's more people entering, there's people talking to me, there's people looking for games, there's people like, I flipped a Pokemon game. You know what I mean? It's just like, we're just not getting like breakthrough prices on everything. It feels like people are still very tentative, you know? Still tentative out there. Even myself with the Pokemon Crystal, right? Like I'm part of the problem, if you want to call it a problem, or the people who are scared. It's like, I wasn't willing to bid the $16,000. You know what I mean? That would be another, like, that would be a boost. The Crystal already sold for more than it sold for last time. $16,000 would have been another $1,000 up. Would have been another $1,000. So the One Piece did close at just shy of $77,000. A 7.0 One Piece manga, you guys. I have no words. It's cool as shit. Like, don't get me wrong. I think all of this is cool as shit. It manga perfectly falls into that organic collectability that I love. No one was supposed to keep manga. They're not telling you to collect it. People are buying it because it's culturally relevant. Very cool. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, you guys. I know, we'll still be here for a bit. We'll still be here for a bit, CD man. We still have like 4 games running. Yeah, 4 games are still running right now. The Pokemon Yellow, the 9.6A+, the Pokemon 3DS, the 90+, the Pokemon Legends ZA, the 10 got another bid. You'll love to see it. And Pokemon Emerald has 2 minutes left here. We'll put it on the big screen. Pokemon Emerald has 2 minutes left. I didn't get the Crystal, CD man. I didn't get it, dude. I didn't get it. I was the underbidder. CD man. It sold for $15,000. And the issue, CD man, is if I wanted to win it, the next bid was $16,300. And I just couldn't do it. I was the underbid. I was the underbidder. What am I going to look for now? Nothing. Just going to sit on my hands, Trevor. I'm just going to sit on my hands and we'll wait. You know what I mean? We'll just wait. We'll see what happens. Secret Tape Games, you bowed out on the Pokemon 3DS console. It looks like there's still 2 other people in on it. Really? There's still 2 other people in on the 3DS console. At what? $8,000? $7,000. $7,300. The next bid will take it to $8,000. Jeez, man. The next bid on Crystal as well would, or on Emerald, sorry. If someone bids on Emerald, it will take it to $12,200. That's the issue, man. The interval just got too big for me. I would have bid on the Crystal again, but the bid interval just got too big for me. Too big for a small guy like me, you know? Too freaking big for a small guy like me. Just sucks. My absolute ceiling was 15,000. I took it there. I took it right to 15,000. VOD will be up after the stream, absolutely. The VOD will be up after the stream, CD man. Published on the channel, all that good stuff. You can see my whole roller coaster of emotion from thinking I was actually going to win the Crystal to getting cucked in the last minute, unfortunately. Unfortunately. I set up the chair beside the hotel bed, man. It was all over for me. It was all over. I had to sit and watch. God, I do wonder if maybe my analogies are a little bit too much at times. Maybe my analogies are a little bit too... Does Goldin watch the replays? I don't know if they do or not. Surely they appreciate a good cuck analogy, right? Pokemon Emerald did close 11,600. Hopefully old Ken Goldin can appreciate an analogy like that. I don't know if one of us got the Crystal. No one in chat. No one, I don't know. Did someone in Discord say they won? How's the Discord doing? I don't know if any of us won the Crystal or not. Golden Auctions. Did anyone show it off? Title won the Dark Magneton. Oh, Monty. Monty picked up the 9.8A plus there, so someone in the Discord won. We got the 4th print, the solid ESRB there for $8,000. Monty did win the blue. That's it. That's the only one that someone shared in the Discord so far, so I don't know if anyone here won the Crystal or not. Don't know. 17,000 Australia. Did you win the Emeralds? You didn't, right, Bacon? Or Knockout Cards, sorry. Jeez, dude, I didn't realize you had your actual YouTube there on there. Yeah, Knockout Cards. Did you end up winning the Emerald or did you underbid it? You're the underbidder, eh? Me and you can be a couple of cow buddies, the utter bidders. Letting our udders hang. Sucks, dude. Sucks. Just frickin' sucks, man. Yeah, now I got Trevor asking me what I'm going to do with all my money. I don't know what I'm going to do, Trevor. I only had one plan, man. I came into this auction with a frickin' plan. Now I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do nothing. You know? I'm going to do nothing. Wallow in my defeat. Ay. I genuinely don't know. Crystal is what I want to buy, but like... Ay. Elijah!
Greg was Kakuna at this Pokemon auction.
Yeah, sometimes you're a big bee drill. Other days you're a frickin' Kakuna. And nobody wants to be the Kakuna at the Pokemon auction. Nobody. Thanks, dude. Thank you. Yeah, now I can buy the Pokemon Legend ZA, right? Now I can buy the Legend ZA. I don't even want your Legend ZA anymore. Your frickin' consolation prize of the century there. Buy 15,000 worth of manga. You say wild things sometimes. That's what I mean, E-Man, right? It's like, Like, I hope the guys don't mind. Of course, tonight's auction sponsored by Goldin Auctions. A huge thanks to them supporting the channel. A huge thanks to them sponsoring me. Let me do this, right? That we can hang out and watch all this craziness together unfold. We can watch it all unfold. Talk to me. Talk to Peter in the Discord. Peter@goldin.com if you want to get into the next Pop Culture Elite. And I think next Friday. I think it's this Friday coming up, I guess. There's going to be like 300 or 400 games on Goldin Auction. So the summer's heating up, you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. Peter@goldin.com if you want to get into the next one. And hopefully everyone's happy with their results tonight, both buyers and sellers. You know what I mean? As much as I would have loved to win the crystal, I am happy it got another bid for the seller, all that stuff. I'm happy that the guy who consigned it got more money. I'm contractually obligated to you know what I mean? Oh, great. I'm so happy he got more money. Great. Yep. Fucking fantastic. Love it. Love to see that for him. That's awesome. Yeah, good times on Kenny's dime. Good times on Kenny's dime. The Jujutsu Kaisen did sell for $27,000, just shy of $27,000. It's crazy. What is this? This is another thing too that is very new to me. Like, I had never seen these before. I had never seen this card before. 1996 Pokemon Club Part 1. It's a Charizard. A Charizard from Pokemon Club. There's nothing on the back. Okay? Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen, 27,000. 27,000, 9.4 JJK number 1, the Weekly Shonen Jump premiere. This Pokemon Club Charizard PSA 9 Pop 1 is sitting at $92,000. These cards hail from one of the first Pokemon trading card game productions and are widely viewed as true Pokemon rookie cards. In addition to their immense scarcity, these sticker commemoratives are notoriously punishing to grade. This Charizard is one of 2 examples from the entire production graded higher than a 6. One of the most significant Charizard cards in the hobby and a true holy grail. Like, this is new to me. Where did we find a new Charizard to be worth $100,000? Do you guys remember back in 2021? When it was like Thompson? Do you guys remember when the Thompson Charizard sold for like 100,000 or whatever it is? How do we keep finding new Charizards to be worth $100,000, you guys? Absolutely crazy. I still don't, I read the whole description. I still don't really know what it is. I just saw them popping up on my Instagram and such. And there it is now at auction for $92,000. No, and you were in the hobby in 2021? God, where did the Thompson sell? Yeah. PSA was labeling the Thompsons as 1995. So people were treating them as the rookie cards. What happened was PSA fucked up. PSA labeled them as 1995, so the whole hobby went crazy, and Thompson Charizard was like the true rookie grail earliest card. It went from 492,000 all the way down to 32,000. That's crazy, dude. Where did the Thompson sell? I can't type. My microphone's in the way. Thompson Charizard record sale. Blueback variant. 493,000. Where was it? It was Goldin Auctions. Hey, old Kenny got it. Old Kenny got the Thompson Charizard. Let's go. I knew I was playing for the right team, boys. I knew I was. Where is it here? Thompson. Huh. Well, shiver me timbers. The blueback Thompson for $481,000. And you can see right there, PSA was labeling it as 1995. Because of the trademark date. You can see at the bottom there, 1995. And these were actually printed in, oh God, is it late 96 or really early 97? Yeah, this card, which back then, like I was saying, this was the rookie true grail Charizard. You know what I mean? So yeah, 1997 is when this actually came out. 1997. Absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Almost $500,000 for it. Insane. I guess to end that little rant there, I hope that this holds up a lot better than the Topson did. I hope this Pokemon Club Part 1 here, hopefully that holds up a lot better as it's pushing almost $100,000 now. Crazy, 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 crazy. The hobby keeps evolving, guys. In 10 years from now, it'll be something else that's being considered the grail. You know what I mean? Always evolving, always something new. Let me put this back on the side again. We'll go like that. I think that's the most expensive thing still up for sale right now. No one cares about cards. Everyone cares about cards, house. For better or worse, everyone cares about cards. Look at this. Look at this. You want to talk about how much people care about cards? Let me full screen this shit right now. This is a Mew from 2024. This is a Mew from 2024. Selling for $126,000. This is in a pack of Pokemon cards you can go buy in 2024. What is going on with cards? It doesn't even make sense. It's insanity. Who cares? The people who want to make money. Everyone cares, House the Moose. Everyone cares. It's insane, dude. When you see comparisons like that, and then we go, you want to talk games, right? We go back over like, all right, here's the first ever release of Pokemon Yellow. This is coming back from 1999. You know, almost every person played Pokemon Yellow in the world. You know, these first production copies are getting pretty rare out there. 9.68 plus probably has a population under 30 copies in this grade. I mean, $9,000 is quite a bit, though. You might not want to pay $9,000 for it. It's probably too much money. Nah. Doesn't even make sense. That's too much money. Oh, dude, it just makes my head spin. It makes my absolute head spin, dude. When you go to cards and come back to games, it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell's going on, man? What the hell's going on? The Pokemon 3DS, the Pokemon Yellow there, those are the ones still running. The Pokemon 3DS is almost at $8,000 now. They got another bid. It got another bid. It's almost $8,000. So Secret Tape Games, if you did back out on that, there's absolutely someone else still pushing the 3DS console. There absolutely is. You got backseaters. If it was a Let's Play, they'd be telling you to get off the N64 and go play some Fortnite. Yeah, let's get off Mario 64. That's enough Mario 64 70-star runs for the night. Play a real game like Fortnite. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Someone outbid you on ZA. Wow. ZA is at $250. It beat the Pokemon Omega Ruby. It beat the PSA 10 Omega Ruby World Edition. Wow. Let's go, Legend ZA. Let's go, Legend ZA. Don't bid back. You're trying to go to bed. Yeah. How could you go to bed? How could you go to bed with this much excitement happening? You are good at $250 right now, Hobby Bin. You gotta be you gotta be planning how you're gonna spend all that. Holy shit. Oh no, that's where it is. Sorry. I thought the Pokemon 3DS got another bid still. The other most expensive trading card right now is a Monkey D. Luffy Korean top prize card, limited to 77 copies. There's only 77 of them in the world in Korean language for $440,000. When did money stop being real in trading cards? What was it, like a 2020 thing, 2021 thing? Yeah, there's less copies than Poop Slinger. Like, oh my god, it's more rare than Poop Slinger. It's more rare than Poop Slinger. Like, holy. Oh man. Was it COVID? Did it stop being real in COVID? It almost feels like a recent thing that trading cards just got to such a money amount where, like, You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like Squeaks had a podcast. The title, I didn't watch it, but the title of the podcast was like, does everyone have $1 million Pokemon collection now, right? Like, does everyone just have $1 million trading card collection? And honest to God, it's how it feels. It honest to God feels like everyone just has $1 million collection. Right? Like, it just doesn't even matter. Yeah, Squeaks Game World. Squeaks Game World. Oh yeah, Squeaks was huge into Pokemon. That's what he was. He was a Pokatuber. Oh, I don't know the other Squeaks you're saying. Who's Squeex? Who's that? Who's this? Squeaks. Who is this guy? A Minecraft tuber? Oh, he's playing with Ludwig there. I don't know who Squeaks is. No, I don't know. I don't know who this guy is. Does a decent amount of collabs with Ludwig, though, it looks like. Don't know who he is. I guess he is Ludwig's friend. That's what I was able to see, too. Speedrunner and part of the Ludwig gang? He's Clint-like? Gotcha. Oh, dude, I heard the deal with Poopslinger. Oh, trust me, Milk. I was on fucking ground zero for that, man. As soon as that dropped, I was in on that Poopslinger saga. Oh, that's the biggest news this hobby has had since, I don't even know when, dude. The last sale on Poopslinger was $100. Are you serious? Is what? It's doing that bad already? Are you serious? Like, obviously, the shit hit the fan. But I didn't. Yeah, $100 fixed price. One of the game stores dumped all 7 copies at $100 each. Someone sold 7 copies for $100. Who is this? Who is this? EK Eve. Who are you? EK Eve 88 apparently sold 7 copies, all at $100 each. Oh, it's a scam. Yeah, it's 100% a scam account. 100%. They have everything at $100. Earthbound's $100. Okay, ignore this. Someone got scammed on eBay. All right. Someone with 0 frickin' eBay. Anyways, no, we're still at $550. Still $550 maybe is the last real sale. This one went for $550. $400. Yeah, $550. Are there some auctions running right now? Bids. What do we got for auctions right now? Oh yeah, look at all of this. 311, 455, still 506. Yeah, they're still getting love. They're still getting bids out there. It hasn't full capitulation. It isn't a full capitulation just yet. There's still something there. Just you guys hold on. The shit can get browner. Don't you worry. Yeah, but the Poopslinger saga, though, like, it's that thing of, everyone said that there has to be 1,000 copies out there, right? You can't print a game. You can't print a PS4 game without printing a minimum print run. So whether they were destroyed, whether they were stored by a pallet, whether they were just held back by super rare games or whatever, everyone always speculated that the other copies had to exist at some point. They were printed at bare minimum, right? So all of this Poopslinger stuff now, with all of these different copies being sent out, and oh my god, there's like 300 new copies out there. It's like the prophecy. You know what I mean? The prophecy has come to unfold. People wrote this in the old scripture talked about the poopening man. We knew this was coming. And so it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. He should have just destroyed his other 5 like Kaiba ripping the 4th Blue Eyes. Yes. Now, I would love to know why this person decided to just send them out to game stores. Why did they... You know what I mean? The troll job that took place with Poopslinger here makes no sense. Yes, we still have 3 items here. The Pokemon Yellow is 2 minutes away from the next cut. The 3DS console is 18 minutes away. And Pokemon ZA is 20 minutes away. There's still a ton of high-end Pokemon that's like on the second screen here. We can check out what manga's doing as well. That was one of the things that I was at least kind of keeping an eye on too. But the auction is starting to come to a close here. Yes, as we're an hour and a half into extensions now. So auction is still absolutely going. It's pinned there. It's linked. But yeah, I just don't understand the troll job. I just don't get the troll job. Makes it easier for him to sell the remaining 600 copies. Around 2,400 copies. Where are you starting to hear that milk? Jeez, man. Have I been itching to jump back into Resident Evil 9? Yes. Yes, I am. Someone asked me earlier, how far did I get into Resident Evil 9? I'm almost done the first area. Will I be doing a video on my take on manga? I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I need that heat from the from that community. Yeah, like I kind of have a video about manga already, CD man, on the cheat code episode there with Jeremy on the cover. Like me and Henry talked about it pretty extensively right when the news broke. So, no game stream tonight, no. No. We'll be back on Tuesday for the gaming stream. Oh yeah, that's my take on manga. So, you know, I was pretty privy to the sale taking place, to what was about to take place, to how it's going to take place, to where we are now, you know? Now I see prices at $70,000, $80,000 on Dragon Ball and shit, and whether or not, it's the same thing as the other bubbles we see. Whether or not the prices are going to keep running for the next 6 months is the question. It's not a question of if prices are going to go down. That's not the question, right? It's always like, oh, like, these prices are going to crash. These prices are going to crash. Oh, I'm such a good fucking market analyst. These prices are going to go down. No shit. The question isn't, will they go down? The question is, when will they go down? Right? That's what everyone's trying to guess here. That's what everyone's jumping into for this speculative mania. So, will it keep going up for 3 to 6 months? I genuinely don't know. So, I have some stuff. I've bought some stuff. But, like, I'm also not looking to hold. I'm not looking to hold most any of it long term at all. That's my take on where it is. So, now whether that's 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, I don't know. These bubbles are weird, man. The VHS one only lasted for like, I don't know, 6 months. Video games, the bubble lasted for almost 2 full years, a year and a half. Like, they can go, you know what I mean? If the bubble started in manga 2 months ago, like, it could go for a year. That's not crazy. You just don't want to be buying peaks and stuff when it does start to retrace. But who knows when it will? Not me, and I'm not going to pretend I do, you know what I mean? I'm not going to try and pretend I do. I'm just buying some stuff, selling some stuff, and hedging my bets all over the place with manga. There's not a lot of manga that I actually want to own, so it's not, like, you know what I mean? I'm a very casual collector of manga. Very casual. I care about Dragon Ball, and that's it. I don't even want to own One Piece. I don't care about One Piece. So, I dabble in almost everything, Nintendo DS collector. I dabble in almost everything. I just love collectible markets, though. You know what I mean? I love collectible markets. So if something's happening, like, I want to know what's happening. It's interesting as heck to me. Even if I don't even participate, I just love seeing the economics of it all. I love the social awareness, follow the money. Like, it's fun. It's just super, super, super fun. Like, that's my genuine, like, it's just fun. It's fun. Not even about making money all the time or anything. It's just like, it's fun. It's interesting. What's my take on great and modern games like Pokemon ZA? There's just not a lot of margin on it. It'll be a long time before we see stuff like this get any kind of speculative love or more attention, or, you know what I mean? Like, you got years to pick up copies of Legends EA. Now, if you can buy it, like if you can get your 10 for $250, yeah, you should probably just buy the 10 for $250 because it still is hard to grade a 10. Like, it's not free. You know what I mean? Your minimum cost to get a 10 is like $100. Minimum. So, picking up the 10 for $250, I don't want to say who cares, but it's just not expensive. But I think it's going to be a long time before we see actual appreciation for stuff like Switch 2. Especially with people in the game key card narrative where people, like casual people, are even like withdrawing from collecting Switch 2 because, it's not the full game on there. It's a license, the game key card, a code in a box. You know what I mean? So I don't hate it. I like collecting, but it's going to be a long time before people care about Switch 2 and ultra modern stuff. So, Resident Evil stream on Tuesday. We're back on Tuesday for Resident Evil. No fear. That's when we're back for Resident Evil. The One Piece Tankobon, the serialization that I was talking about there, just ended at like $9,000 there. There's also a couple of English ones. There are English Tankobons that exist. So this is the Yu-Gi-Oh one in English. It's an 8.5, limited to 5,000 copies, holographic cover, pushing its way to $4,000. It's cool. It's cool, right? It is cool. But I don't know. You're buying the English version of a Japanese book. Is like, but we could say the same thing about video games. So I don't know, man. You know what I mean? We're buying the English versions of Japanese video games. So I don't know. Doesn't appeal to me. I don't care enough about manga to go back about. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter enough to me. Are we back? Chokeslam. Tonight's results on Pokemon stuff were pretty fair market value for everything. Pretty much, nothing I can strongly comment on one way or the other. Might have been a game or two that did really well. Maybe a game or two that were a deal. The Pokemon Gold seemed pretty cheap for what it was, but what I said earlier there was my earnest take that I can't walk away from this auction and say we're pumping. Can't do it. It would be dishonest. It wouldn't be fair. So take it for what it is. It's another set of data points, extremely consistent, but not pumping. Not pumping. So they're gonna be mad when you bring out the Pacopia. When you bring out the Pacopia 10. Yes. The frickin' Pacopia 10, dude. We need a fake eBay sale of Pacopia selling for $1,000 would just be, man, that would get the casuals looking at games. $1,000 Pacopia sale? Be funny. That would be funny. We need more dishonesty in the hobby. Jeez, you're right. You're right, Chokeslam. That's the issue, man. That's the issue. I actually give a shit about the words I say. That is the worst thing for this hobby. I need to be like the sports card guys, the Kevin O'Learys of the world. Oh, you just bought this 3DS console for $8,000? Well, now it's worth $16,000 because I said it is. Oh, don't bid. Please don't bid. I need to be doing that more often. Slap it on a necklace and just pretend, right? Just make up prices. Fuck it. Fuck it. It's whatever price you want it to be. You're right, Chokeslam. There's too much frickin' honesty in this space. Oh, yeah, sorry, I just stream on YouTube. Stream on YouTube, and I think I'm going to pay to multi-stream on Twitch this week, but I got to get it set up tomorrow. So, YouTube and Twitch, I do exist on both, but I haven't been multi-streaming on both yet. But I will be. I will be soon. Have no fear. We'll be on Twitch soon, boys. But even if I'm on Twitch, the YouTube stream will be better because it will be an ad-free broadcast. So even if I'm on Twitch, it's better on YouTube. So just watch me on YouTube. Just watch me on YouTube. Now, I'll never not be on YouTube. I'll never not be on YouTube. So, no worries there. Pokemon Yellow still pushing its way here, almost at $10,000 now. The VODs are in the Discord. So, oh yeah, shoot. If I get multi-stream E-Man, I might just go on Kick as well, because why not? That's a good point. Kick doesn't have ads either, right? If I'm not mistaken, I don't think Kick has ads still. I don't think it does. Maybe it does. Yeah, I'll probably be on Kick as well. No ads. Yeah, I'll probably be on Kick as well because why not? No reason not to be. If I'm going to pay $20 a month, I'll probably go on to every frickin' platform I can, right? Why not? Live on frickin' TikTok. You'll find those and listen as you fall asleep. You'll be the lullaby. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, the VODs are just in the Discord. Join the Discord. It's near the top. It's called Gaming VODs. You'll find it. You'll find it. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Has all the Elden Rings. Like every gaming VOD is in there. Can't wait for the Greg gambling streams. All in 7.5k hand on blackjack. If we win, we buy Pokemon Crystal. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. If we can just win. We can just win a hand of blackjack, Trevor. Sponsored by Stake.com. Let's go spin, boys. Let's go spin. They don't call him more information on YouTube, Greg, for nothing. Yes, yes, yes. Question for you. For a niche game with just a few comps, 3 to 4 comps in the past 3 years, how much does a single sale at 5x the previous price reset the value? I mean, I wouldn't even consider the old comps then. If you got a sale, if the newest comp is 5x the previous, GG's. GG's to all of the other comps, in my opinion. Like, GG's. Today's price is not yesterday's price. You know what I mean? On those super niche items, the same thing though, Viridian, on those super niche items, there's no guarantee that there's another buyer. So you might not be able to get the comp price anyway because they're just, you know what I mean? The market is so thin, but you should try to shoot in the range of that comp. Absolutely. You just might not get a buyer. Those items are very illiquid for, once one person buys, there might not be another person. Were the cards generally strong? I have no idea. Generally, no idea on card pricing, Seahawks. It's just not like, I don't know. I can't keep up with cards while I'm following the game auction. I'll look at some of the games or card prices later, but the ultra high-end card market is not my wheelhouse, period. I don't know it, right? That Charizard card, the Pokemon Club Part 1 Charizard, is now at $147,000. Now pushing $147,000 on that Charizard card. Jesus, man. And that Black Label Mew from 2024 is pushing $127,000. I don't know the ultra high-end market for cards. It's not my wheelhouse. I don't pretend. I'm not even going to pretend. I don't know it. So I can't say. Yeah, games to me seemed very fine. I think you said treading water. Is that how you said there? Yeah, games were treading water. I agree. Games were just very fine. Very fine overall. Emerald was strong. Emerald was fine. I think the last comp was $10,000 on a 9.6 A+, and this was like $1,000 more for an A++. Crystal was a little bit ahead, but overall not huge. Not huge. Is this the third iteration of games plus other things mixed in? On Goldin? Or do you just mean in general? Because I know Heritage did one where it was like TCG and video games. I don't think Goldin's done mixed ones before. Isn't a PSA 10 Bubble Mew like 2,000 to 3,000? If you crossed 40 PSA 10s, at least one of them would be a Black Label on Modern, no? I don't know, Trevor. The Bubble Mew is a pop 2. The Bubble Mew in BGS 10 Black Label is a pop 2. So, like, apparently not. Apparently you can't create them. Apparently it's impossible. But yes, the PSA 10 is 2,000 to 3,000. Crazy. Why do you think the TCG folks aren't jumping in on the combined options? There's actually, like, they could be. They could be jumping in. Like, to be, the thing is we're seeing the results. Like, we don't get the other side. Unfortunately, we don't get to see these results if they were in the pop culture elite next month or whatever. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll get to see some. But you know what I mean? We don't get perfect data. So for all we know, maybe it is a TCG person pushing the 3DS console at $8,000. It could be. Right? It could be. It could be a TCG guy who's deciding to push the 9.6A plus Pokemon Yellow. We just don't get to see the other side of it. Overall, as a full, I would agree, like, they didn't pump the prices outside of comps and everything, but who knows if there's not new buyers or new bidders. Could very well be new bidders, new buyers entering into video games, right? Hard to say. You can't say. You can't say. We can all assume, we can all guess or whatever, but the HA August one, March on Goldin as well. The Goldin auctions will always be, like, the pop culture elite that's coming up is an everything auction, right? Everything pop culture. So we'll have games, cards, everything coming up next week. Massive, massive, massive auction. Which I think in that case, they're completely fine. Like when it's 300, 400 games and 500 trading cards and manga and VHS, like completely fine. Great. No issues there whatsoever. These smaller ones are more of a wild card. I don't know. The Pokemon 3DS console is 2 minutes away, man. 2 minutes away. There was a March TCG and game auction. What was in it? What was in that one? That's where you won your crystal. I can't remember what was in that auction. How many games were in there? TCG and video game auction back in March. I don't even remember now. Don't even remember now. Yeah, that 3DS console is one of the most expensive things still running right now, actually. Same with Pokemon Yellow. Pokemon Yellow, one of the most expensive things still running in the auction right now. Very cool, very cool. We'll see if Bubble Mew gets a bid as well, because that is just insanity. PSA 10 Bubble Mew, sitting at $126,000. What do you even say? What do you even say, you know? Seahawks, I did not win my Pokemon Crystal. I don't know if you saw or not. I did not win my Pokemon Crystal. The Beckett 10, dude. The Beckett 10, Simoon. Beckett 10 Bubble Mew. Almost $127,000. Did any of you guys win anything tonight? I don't know how many of you guys are still in here. We've been live for quite a bit here. Did anyone win anything tonight? Any of you guys win, sell? Are you happy? Do I have a new chair? No. I've always had the Secret Lab chair. That's my good chair right there, Simoon. I've always had the Secret Lab. Always had the Secret Lab. I have one leg up on it right now. I'm standing like a flamingo. I've been standing for 2 hours here, so I'm doing some flamingo stuff here. Didn't win a goddamn thing, HM. I was the underbidder. It looks like you're not sitting. Oh, yeah. I'm one-legging. I'm standing. I'm standing, dude. I'm standing. You know, you can't sit down for everything, Simoon. You got to stand up for some things in your life. That's always been your problem, dude. You're not willing to stand up for things. I was the underbidder on the Pokemon Crystal, HM. MLG Pro Tips didn't win nothing. Damn. You're sorry to hear. Why do you think CGC does much better with games vis-a-vis WADA, PSA, v CGC, against car? Why do I think CGC does much better with games versus PSA, CGC with cards? I don't think CGC does much better with games, actually. I don't. I don't think they do much better in games. A CGC in cards does fine so long as it's a pristine. You know what I mean? But like CGC 9, CGC non-pristine 10, CGC 8s, it's just not the same grading, man. It's just not the same grading. The stranglehold that PSA has on all of that is just fucking crazy now. So it's just crazy, dude. CGC just isn't even... pristines. Your pristines are fine. But every other grade is, yeah, it steps down. Not good, not good. I get what you mean. I get what you mean now with your question, Seahawks. I get what you mean. The 9.6 definitely does better in games, vis-a-vis that you'd see a CGC 9 do in cards. I get what you're saying. With cards, everything be taken CGC as raw value. It's hard to move. Oh, dude, it's gotten stupid though. Like I will say, right? We're saying like, why does CGC do bad in cards? It's gotten stupid. Like we're at a point now where CGC 9s, like you said, people want stuff for raw. Like go fuck yourself, right? CGC 10 non-pristine is still very nice. CGC 9 is still very nice. 9.5s. Like people have gotten stupid with the anti-CGC rhetoric. I actually believe, I mean, maybe, I was going to say, I believe we will see a bit of a comeback for CGC cards because PSA's premiums have gotten stupid. And not even just the grading prices. It's like the price to grade, the people are paying so much now for PSA 6, 7, 8s, 9s. It's gotten dumb, you guys. It's gotten dumb. The discrepancy between CGC and PSA grades shouldn't be as big as they are, in my opinion. And that's, I'm not a TCG guy first and foremost. Maybe some TCG guys would tell you differently. That's the way I see it right now. Someone bid on the Bubble Mew. Every single bid on the Bubble Mew is $10,000, you guys. It's now at $139,000. The Bubble Mew is $139,000. This Pokemon 3DS console just ended at $8,000. $8,000. What is that? 15, 16 times the amount? This Bubble Mew is 16x? 17x? 17? You could have 17 VGA 90 plus 3DS consoles? For the price of the Bubble Mew? It's $139,000 with BP, Simoon. It's $139,000 with BP. Oh yeah, it's a great card. It's like $3,000 for a PSA 10. It is expensive, but like, it is an expensive card. It is an expensive card. It's just like $139,000 it's, I don't know. I don't even know what you call it. It is disbelief. It is insanity. It is crazy. It is, you know what I mean? Makes your head spin, dude. It makes your head spin. Yeah, the Black Label, dude, it's a world of its own. Make no mistake. The Black Label is a world of its own. Pop 2. But like, whoo-wee. Whoo-wee. PSA just increased their turnaround times on cards. You were mid-submission and you saw it? Yes, I saw that as well. I saw that as well. Didn't they raise prices and increase turnaround time in the past like month? You're expecting PSA cards to shut down the low tiers in the coming months. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. It's COVID all over again. Pokemon Legends ZA. It's over. It's over. $250 for ZA there, the PSA 10. Did it beat Omega Ruby? No, it didn't. You didn't even beat Omega Ruby. You didn't even beat the MDE Ruby. Dude. Oh, man. I actually can't believe someone out there paid more for the Middle Eastern copy of Pokemon Omega Ruby than the copy of Legend ZA. Now, I know, there's nothing I can say. There's just nothing I can say. I can't say anything. It's crazy. The Middle Eastern copy of Omega Ruby is worth more than Pokemon ZA. GG's. Yep, go buy your MDEs, man. Go buy your freaking Middle Eastern reprints. Apparently they're worth their weight in gold. That is crazy, man. I thought you beat them. I thought you at least beat it. I think you are the least expensive video game in the entire auction. I think you are tonight's biggest loser, Hobby Ben. I think you are. You could buy every single 9.6 PSA Pop Report Sandy Blue text for the price of that Bubble Mew. You beat it on eBay. Have you sold copies of ZA on eBay in the PSA 10? It could be a Saudi prince. Maybe it is the Saudi prince picking it up. Maybe it is. How much were they selling for on eBay? The Legends ZA. Legends ZA PSA. What did you get on eBay for these? Legends ZA on eBay. Come on, do I have to put Switch 2? Why am I getting all this Dragon Ball Z stuff? Come on. Come on. Filter properly. Filter properly. 9.88 plus plus for $107. 9.88 plus plus. Do I have to put the 10 in there? Do I really have to? I really got to put the 10 in there? Do I got to filter the 10? Come on. $135 for the 9.8s. 386. Wow. How long ago? I still can't get that to filter. Oh, awful Terapeak. Awful. Just no wonder people use price charts, hey? Look how much effort it takes. Look how much effort it takes for me to find. I should just go to price charts and read whatever number it says. Ugh, no wonder people don't do any research. That sucked. That sucked. April 4th, 355 and 386. Wow. That's not even bad. Like $400 isn't even bad. I had it on the first search. Did I just not see it? I can't see it. It's not there. You're freaking yanking my chain, dude. It's not there. No, it's not there. It's not there. It's not there. Not there. No dice. No dice. No dice. No dice. Pokemon Yellow. The 9.68 plus first print has come to a close at $92.79. And with that, you guys, every single video game in the manga and TCG Elite Auction has come to a close. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. That noise made you switch tabs? I didn't even know if it would break the I didn't even know if it would come in on the microphone, to be honest with you. I didn't even know if it would. Dark Duel Stories for $19,520 in the 9.88 plus there. The number one sale was the Pokemon Crystal 9.88 plus plus. Slightly, just slightly lower. Right? It was just slightly lower, wasn't it, than the last time Crystal sold here, if I'm not mistaken? Why is it doing that? What are we doing here? Crystal 9.8. Why is it showing me Babe Ruth cards when I type in Pokemon Crystal? Come on. Come on. Come on. Babe Ruth has nothing to do with Crystal. Come on. Was it 73? 73,000. 73,000 was the PSA corrected copy. That is a big gap. That's a big gap, you guys. I know we talk like, does it make a difference? Corrected version versus misprint version. And shoot, man, 73,000 versus 47,000? Now it could be PSA, you know, what a games. There's other variables. There are other variables in there. But that's a $26,000 difference between them. Whoo! That could, people could have waked up, man. People could have woken up. People could have woken up to the, this just sold tonight, by the way. Yeah, this just sold like an hour ago. This Baccarat limited edition Pokemon Pikachu fragment crystal figurine with original box. I don't know. I have no idea. Is it 7.5 inches by 3 inches? Like, what, this? Let me just measure. 7 inches, 7.5 inches. Like, this isn't that big, right? This isn't that big. I should be saying it's huge. That's a massive Pikachu. Wow. Wow, that's big. 7.5 inches? Wow, no wonder someone paid $85,000 for that. Holy smokes, that's a big Pikachu. Well above average. A well-endowed Pikachu, I would say. Frickin' $85,000 for 7 inches. I tell ya. I tell ya. Never felt so good. Oh, but yes, the Pokemon Crystal, the other one, the 9.88++, was 73,000. So big difference between the two copies there. Pokemon Emerald, almost 12,000. The 11.5 there for the 9.68++. 9.68++ Blue was 10,000. That's big for a crystal sculpture, but you'd rather have the new Swarovski. Jeez, I don't say that word out loud much. Swarovski Shrek for 750. Only like a 30% difference, still not huge, even if you assume WADA PSA doesn't matter. I mean, percents matter less as the literal money amount increases. Right? Like you can saying it's only a 30% difference, just like you're using different math to make yourself feel better, I think. Like we're talking a $26,000 difference at that point. That's huge, man. That's huge. Huge. It's like 50%. You have to add like 50% to this price right here, my guy. What do you mean 30%? That's 50%. What are you doing 30% math there? 50% you add on 23? 45%. No! It's like a pure 50. It's like 52. 30%. Getting gaslit out here. It's a huge difference. $8,000 for the, yeah, I don't know. Which is the correct way to do it? Do you have to go from the lower one to the higher one or the higher one to the lower one? I don't know which way you have to do it. What's the actual way you're supposed to do it when comparing prices? Because, yeah, it's 50% more than this one and 30% less than the other one. What's the actual agreed upon? Yeah, whatever fits the agenda? Like, I guess so, right? Whatever fits the agenda. I like the way you're presenting the math for me, Trevor. The Pokemon Soul Silver for almost $4,000. This thing's still super dope, man. Super, super, super cool there at $4,000. 85 plus brand new VGA scale, just graded. You'll love to see it. That's just cool. Someday, maybe I'll buy one of those. They're just neat. But like, going through, maybe you can argue, like I said, the Pokemon Gold could have been a little bit more expensive for sure. $2,200. The first print 9.0 Pokemon Yellow. Could have been a bit more, $3,000 there. But I'm talking like Pokemon Yellow could have been $3,500. Maybe Pokemon Gold could have been $3,000. I don't think there's big gaps there. Is the 9.68 plus Silver at $4,200? How is that? Do we have a comp? Why are there no comps for Pokemon Silver 9.6? What's the last one that someone sold somewhere? Like, what the heck, man? There's no way we don't have comps for that. That's not even that weird. Like, you know what I mean? That shouldn't be that hard to find a comp for. Right here? Last copy sold in March for $5,400? Jeez, man. Okay, there you go. Sold on Goldin for $5,400 last time. Tonight, $4,200. There you go. A little bit of a deal on Silver. So yeah, that's why walking away from this auction, are we pumping? Nah, we're fine. Treading water, as someone else put it, as Seahawks put it. Keeping up with market, fair market value stuff. A little bit up, a little bit down. A good auction overall. But nothing, we're not pumping. We're not pumping. But a good auction overall. A good auction. I'm still choked about the Pokemon Crystal. Hurts, dude. It frickin' hurts. It frickin' hurts, you guys. It frickin' hurts. Not much else I can do, though. Not much else I can say. It just frickin' hurts. Where the heck is the live stream here? How do I get back into there? How do I just get to where I am? How do I... Come on, take me to the actual screen here. World's best YouTuber, right? Like, how do we get to the screen I want here? There we go. Found where I want to be. That'll do it, though. That'll freaking do it, you guys. Started out strong, almost 100. We peaked at 100 people tonight. We peaked out at 100 people tonight coming in for the Goldin auction stream, so I appreciate it greatly, you guys. Greatly. We'll be back soon. Like, we're back on Tuesday, obviously, for gaming stream and everything. And yeah, the next Pop Culture Elite will be right away there. And it's going to be a big summer. A lot of games. And the frickin' 9.6 A++ gloss sticker is going to be going live right away. It should end in June. Hopefully it sells for $2 million and we can all retire, right? We can all retire to an island, a very safe and a safe, good island. We can all retire to a very good island with nothing weird going on it. And we all win, right? Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. A very nice island, right? A nice island with nothing weird. That's where we can all retire to. It's what we're all looking forward to, right? I can't believe you can't even say we'll just go to an island anymore. It's crazy. The island vacation has been taken out of the social vernacular. It's dead. It's gone. Retired. We need to find something else. Like, retired to a villa now? Like, what can we go to? What can we... man. Islands are canceled. Literally. Islands are canceled. We'll find something else. North Sentinel. It's crazy, dude. That's crazy. North Sentinel. Jeez. That's late night YouTubing right there with the North Sentinel. That's what that is. That's when you know it's time for bed, once you're getting the North Sentinel recommendations in your YouTube feed, man. A nice sandy patch surrounded by some water. But have a good night, you guys. Once again, a huge thanks to Goldin sponsoring. If you're still bidding on stuff, good luck. If you won some stuff tonight, congratulations. And that's the anime and TCG Manga Elite. Maybe next year, maybe when the next one rolls around, will be important enough to have our name in the auction too. Maybe we'll be the TCG Manga and Video Game Elite next time. Maybe. Could happen. Have a good night, you guys. Take care. Take care. We're back on Tuesday for the live stream, so have a good time. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good night. Goodbye. Take care. See you guys soon. All right, then. All right. Talk to you guys later. All right. See you later. Where the fuck's my close button? Come on. Talk to you guys later. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Have a great night, everybody. Oh, my God. Come on. Have a good night. Yep, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. I can't get the close